Hi guys, it's Kate. January 29th, 2014. I am just doing an update video of what's going on so far. I had my kind of first meeting with the dietitian, nurse, social worker, and I had an ECG done. Pretty good. Dietitian, sort of knew what to expect there. I had to do a food log. And I mean, I was honest about it. What am I going to lie about? I don't actually eat all my meals. So what I am is I don't eat in the mornings. I don't really have an appetite. And I don't eat in the afternoons usually, so lunch is out. And then I eat dinner, but then because I've sort of starved all day, I tend to night snack as well, which is horrible. It's like once I start, that's it, I'm done. It's hard for me to stop eating or picking at stuff. Not necessarily like having a full meal, but I pick at stuff. So definitely snacking and whatever. Not good. I know it's not good. So, yeah, dietitian appointment. We have to do a whole strain of blood work before we go and look for deficiencies and stuff like that. So I'm deficient B12, vitamin D, zinc, and just looking here, calcium's not so great. So I've been put on all of those for pre-op. I've also been given Materna, or like a prenatal vitamin, because it just is higher in iron. So I'll be taking that. I'm not really sure about the liquid calcium, so if anyone has any feedback on that, I mean, I haven't tried it yet, and I bought a whole whack of it. It's kind of the downside of starting out, is that you don't really know what to buy, and it ends up tasting like ass. So I think it's orange flavored. So I take that twice a day. We'll see. I got weighed. That was awesome. And then took my blood pressure, which was even better. So I got on the nice like livestock scale, which I love. And my weight was off. So I don't really know, because I was last weighed at a doctor's office and now being weighed here. But anyways, I'm higher than I thought. Super fantastic. So I am starting at 390. Fuck. Okay, so 390, that's my baseline. And hopefully I'll only be that for a little while longer, and then we'll start the steady decline. And I don't think I've ever given my height. I'm 5'8". It'd be better if I was 6'8", but I'm 5'8", so yeah, I got some work to do. We went over, like, do I know the surgeries? What am I going to do for water? I'm terrible at water. I think I've mentioned that before. I just hate it. So I'm going to try some of those like little additives that you put in. Even though I don't really care for them, but whatever, I'm going to suck it up. I have to give up pop. I have to give up caffeine. I have to start eating 3 meals a day, logging, and I see her again on March 4th, and if everything is fine, then she will sign off on my that section of pre-op stuff and make a recommendation to the surgeon. So I mean, I'll do it if she's gonna make a recommendation, obviously. No alcohol. Oh god. Yeah, basic stuff. So as I said, I'll do it. So from there you go to the social worker, and she goes over, why do you eat and what are you going to do to stop that? She goes over trigger foods. So for me, that's Diet Pop, Diet Cola, and chips. Yeah, I love chips, and I never buy them because I will eat the entire thing. I can't stop at one. I have a problem. Yeah, so that's like my trigger food. We talked about, like, portions and stuff like that. we talked about some, you know, mental health and things that have gone on and whatever. So I do suffer from depression. And I'm going to talk about that in another video. But so I have some depression and I have anxiety issues and some post-traumatic stress. It's all situational, so it's not something that I was necessarily born with. I haven't lived my entire life with it. We're just going through a spat of it right now, and they're concerned about how that reflects on surgery. But again, I'm going to address that in another video because James Weiner, yes, Rune Y, sorry, had made a video reflecting a comment or a point that somebody had made, and I want to address that. So we'll do that in another video. So the social worker, from there I have to go and see a psychologist just to get her to sign off that, you know, my depression is manageable and I'm seeing somebody and we're good to go. So that all happens March 4th. I also see the internist again on March 4th. That gives me a clearance for my surgery, you know, all medical stuff. I'm not going to die on the table, knock on wood, kind of thing. So that's pretty routine. Overall, it was good. I mean, the nurse did typical stuff. They did some like measurements for baseline, and it all worked out really well. Super, super sweet people. I'm at St. Joe's in Hamilton, and they were really, really great. So up to this point, I'm really happy with the staff there and the team, and you know, I'm gonna have to be there for a while. They're gonna follow me for 5 years. That's part of their, well, Ontario's Center of Excellence. So it's okay, 5 years. I mean, and for the first year, they take your blood work every 3 months, and that's good too, because you figure out if you're deficient in anything. So that's good. Anything else that I want to talk about? Doing a lot of thought at this time about how I'm going to address things. There are some people that I've told about the surgery, some people that I haven't told about the surgery. I've only had a couple of mixed messages where they're like, good for you, but why don't you try working out or something? Which, you know, bless them. They have no clue. I don't accept a compliment very well. So when I get to that stage, like, how am I going to deal with that? And so if any of you have feedback, you know, that people have been through a couple of months under their belt and have had, you know, some significant weight loss that people are starting to notice, I really don't know how I'm going to handle, like, so what was your starting weight? I'm obviously putting it out here for you guys, but I really don't know if I want to be telling my friends and stuff about that. I don't know how open I want to be with immediate people. Oh, see, I've kept it so private for so long that even, you know, my husband just recently found out that, yeah, I don't know if I want to address that with people. So any insight on that would be super helpful. Just, you know, how you handled it. And I'm thinking, you know, why am I doing the surgery, and putting some real thought behind my purposes. And I guess that's why you make some of these videos, is that you want to reflect back and see where your roots are, where you're coming from. And I guess, you know, I'm starting from here. That's what I'm doing. So as I said, I'm going to make another video sometime this week just to address that thought that James had brought up. And to also, I think I'm going to do the 10 things or 20 things you don't know about me kind of thing at the beginning, so people get that. Just to sort of fill in some time, because I'm impatient, and I think it's going to happen fast. I'm looking at spring for a surgery date, like early spring, but it could happen earlier than that. They asked me how flexible I was with, you know, cancellations and stuff like that, so we'll see. I'm excited. So thank you all so much. I got a bunch of new subscribers this week. That's amazing, because I'm looking for everyone's support, and you know, because I'm not necessarily telling, I've told that small group of people that are going to be my support system, but because I'm not telling everyone at this point, it's really helpful to have you guys and to have that community. And I have witnessed it on my own, just watching your videos, of that kind of togetherness and the real bond and help that you've all been to each other. And I could use some of that too. So thank you so much for the subscribers. And I'll talk to you next week.